Well, folks, here we have a Port Charlotte SC01. It's from the Cask Exploration Series from Bruichladditch. It's heavily peated. It's Islay whisky. We're heading on to Islay. Don't worry, folks, you're not having a bit of deja vu. I did do a couple of these recently. I did the OLC one and I did the MRC one. Those were both samples very, very generously gifted to the channel. On the back of those, I've been chasing down a few Port Charlottes. I managed to track this one down and I picked this up. I paid £98 for it here in the UK. It's a 9-year-old whisky. It's matured in sherry butts and American oak casks, and it has a finishing period in sauterne wine casks. So yes, there's a lot to get through, a lot to go on. The barley comes from 7 farms within about 10 miles of the distillery. It's distilled, it's matured, it's bottled all at the Bruichladditch distillery on Islay. So there's a bit of terroir going on. Is it any good? Let's just nose it and find out, guys. Natural colour, non-chill filtered, and it's coming in at a whopping 55.2% ABV. So yeah, I've had it covered up for the last hour or so, guys. Trusty Whiskey Friend coin number 96 on this one. Yes, I've still got a few left, guys. If you want to fill up your collection and add some more to your collection, like I have, then yes, I'll drop the links into the description. You can pick up some coins down there, folks. So, wow, there it is. I've just unleashed the peat. It's peaty, it's smoky, it's fruity. It's one of those sweet peats. Before you switch off, before you guys that like those boggy peats, those dirty peats, those road tar peats, there's the smoky ones. Yes, it's smoky, guys. It's all there. It's earthy. That wet stone's there. That damp wood. Maybe a bit of moss is there. It's earthy, it's spicy. I can pick up a bit of spice there now as well. That farmyard, there's a little farmyard note there, that kind of outdoor farmyardy. Wow. But here it comes. There's a little bit of candy in there. Not the candy shop, guys, not the whole candy shop, not the sweet shop. There's a little bit of candied something in there. Just beautiful sweet. It's peachy. Definitely got peaches. Maybe some apricot. Definitely vanilla. So it's all being beautifully integrated. That campfire smoke, that distant bonfire smoke. Those dusty old bookshelves. Those dusty old books. But the vanilla's there, the dustiness is there, the wet boggy stuff is there. Wow, what a nose. Really, really great start to this one, guys. Just picking up a really nice little tangerine note, maybe a little bit of orange note getting in there. But it's definitely peachy, it's definitely sweet, but at the same time it's very earthy and it's very Islay. Definitely an Islay. You'd know straight away it was an Islay. Beautiful complexity and wonderful balance to it, folks. So that's what a wonderful, wonderful nose. But as we know on the channel, guys, it's not all about the nose. Let's see how it tastes. Let's send this one down the hatch, responsibly, of course. Oh, mamma mia. There it is. So nice, so good, so powerful, so intense. It's really, really peppery up front, really peppery arrival, spicy arrival, hot arrival. That 55.2 certainly wakes you up, packs a punch. At the same time, it's a little bit of dryness on arrival there, but it doesn't take too long for it to becoming very juicy, fruity. Wonderful sweetness. Don't get me wrong, guys, the earthy stuff's there, the peat's there. It's a little bit of salt in the background. Some Indian spices. Hot spices. Chili. Ginger. Let's do another sip. It's a little bit of nut there as well, but it's some sort of smoked nut. Is there such a thing as a smoked nut? It's smoky, it's nutty. I'm just getting smoky nuts. But it's creamy. Wonderful mouthfeel, wonderful texture. It's peachy. The sweet fruits are there as well. Beautiful sweetness. Lots of vanilla. Heading to the finish, it's becoming a little bit drier again. That campfire, that beach bonfire, ashy, sooty. Wow. Oranges there as well, peppery, orangey, spicy. Wonderful, wonderful whiskey, guys. See, if you're a peat lover, then you would definitely love these Port Charlottes. Dive into the comments, guys. Have you tried any of the Cask Exploration Series from Port Charlotte? Have you tried any of them? Do you have a favourite? Should I really go out my way to get them? I've been trying to pick up a couple. I've got a couple of bids in at auction at the minute on a couple. Really want to get a hold of them. And that's not like me. I'm not a, as you know, I'm not a peat lover, but I think over the last year or so, I think I've been doing or tackling a lot of peat, and I'm really coming round to the idea of peat. I do prefer my peat with that little bit of something in it. I know some of the guys love it really boggy, dirty, earthy, all those wet stones and tarmac and all that stuff. Yes, there's hints of this in all of this, guys, but I just like that little bit of sweetness just to round it off a wee bit for me. Love, I've got a real sweet tooth, so these are perfect for me. So let's do a bit for the finish and I'll get going. I'll give it a conclude and I'll get going. I'll score it. It's so good. I feel like just re-recording this video again. Wow, spicy. The finish now is, yes, it's gone a little bit of dryness coming back through. That sooty, ashy, peppery. It's very, very peppery on the finish. It's peppery pretty much throughout. A little bit of pepper on the nose. Lots of pepper on the palate and the arrival. Development, but there's a lovely orange note there on the finish. Peppery, orange, nice chocolate note too there as well. It's got a little bit salty. I think that's where the dryness is coming from. That dusty old bookshelf, I think, is becoming a little bit dry. So it comes in, guys, on the nose is really, really nice. Into the palate, it starts off dry, becomes very juicy, very mouth-watering very quickly. Then as it heads towards the finish, you get all the bits in between, the earthy notes, the peaty notes, the smoky notes. Lovely, lovely smoky background on the mid palate. Heading into the finish, it becomes much, much smokier on the finish. Lots of smoke, lots of ash, lots of soot. Spicy, very, very spicy. Finishes, yes, it's a long finish. It's a hot one. Lovely chocolate note, lovely orange note. Don't think it's quite chocolate orange. I think there's a bit they're separate. I think there's an orange note throughout the palate. Chocolate note comes into the finish. Real, real nice. Campfires there throughout. Distant bonfires there. Just a wonderful, wonderfully great complexity to it. Great balance in this whiskey. It's beautifully integrated. It's beautifully put together. So what would we score this one? So I've got no hesitation, guys. I'm looking at a 90 out of 100 on this one. Very comfortable to give it a 90. I've just got maybe a third of the way down the bottle. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. But yeah, I've really got into that now. Thoroughly enjoying it. My eyes have been really opened up to Port Charlotte, so I'd like to thank to the guys who sent me the samples who have really put me onto it. I was a fan of the Port Charlotte 10. This just takes it to the next level. Comparing it to Octomore, I've tried a few Octomore samples, guys. This for me is every bit as powerful, every bit as intense. This would easily kind of compete side by Octomores. I just wish I had an Octomore sample that I could crack open, but I don't seem to have any at the minute. But yeah, wonderful stuff. Great stuff from Port Charlotte. 90 out of 100. That's pretty much for this one, guys. Big thanks to my Patreons. If you liked the video, then give me the thumbs up. If you've not hit the subscribe button yet, guys, what are you waiting for? Just down here, big red button. I'm Alan, I'm the whiskey friend. As I always say, the pleasure's in the sharing, and don't forget to send good whiskey straight down the hatch, responsibly of course. Until the next one, folks, cheers, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye now.